Hi, welcome to another business video by Nan. Today we're going to be looking at company structure. Company structure can be a little confusing, so I tried to simplify it today with a couple of drawings or diagrams. What kind of company structure does your company have? Who reports to who? Is it complicated? Is there a lot of hierarchy? Or is it more flat? Do you have contact with people in other departments? Who do you report to? Today we're going to see how we can answer those questions, and maybe you can look at what type of company structure you would like for your company. So first of all, we have basically two types of company structure, and when we look at these, some languages use the word organogram. In English, we prefer the word organizational chart. So these are kind of organizational charts, but we can also use the word structure. So here we have two structures. You'll notice this one has more levels. It's called the hierarchical company structure. And you'll know it's hierarchical because there's a lot of hierarchy, kind of like what we see in a government, a lot of different levels and different ranks. We see it in the army. Yeah, so here at the top, of course, we have the CEO, and then we have managers, and then here we have supervisors, or you can call them team managers, and then finally you have the workers underneath. And so this, if you see the triangle or the structure, there's a lot of different levels, so that's why it's hierarchical. But if you press down on it and you remove one of those ranks, it becomes something we call flat management. And so, as you can see from here, we took out one of the levels, CEO, team leaders, and then we have the workers. So we've taken out the supervisors or the managers, and you can even make it even flatter. So like, what are the good points or what are the negative points for each of these? Well, in hierarchical, it tends to be a lot slower. It's more centralized at the top. This is more decentralized, so there's more team working in there. It's a little bit quicker to get decisions done and taken. But if you like to be promoted and you like your job status to go up, then of course maybe you prefer the hierarchical. This might be a little bit more Asian. This might be more North American. What about your company or the company you work at? Is it more hierarchical or does it have flat management? And then we have more specific types of company structure. This is called a functional organizational chart. And functional is where you put it according to the function or the role. For example, the different departments. R&D, which is research and development. Admin, which is another way to say administration. Customer service. Human resources, or as we say, HR. Sales, production, and of course there's more, but this is separated according to the function or the role of each department leader. And underneath, of course, you would have your staff. Yeah? Or you can have it according to division, and this is called divisional. So the CEO is at the top, the Chief Executive Officer. And then maybe he has it split up into North America, South America, Asia, Europe. If he has a branch in Africa or another place. And then, so this is divisional. Now, a lot of times companies have to put both of them together. They put the functional and the divisional together, and we call that a matrix structure. And some of the largest companies now, like almost 90% of them, have this matrix structure. So they like the functional, but they like also the divisional, and they put it together. And so here we have something very important, and these are called project managers. And so, well, let's look at it from here. So we've got the CEO at the top, and then of course we have it according to probably the function, could be the division. You have the team leader or the team, and you have more team, and then of course you can keep going if you'd like. That's why I have those lines there. But then over here you have these project managers. So the matrix structure is really an excellent structure because a lot of companies have these short-term projects, or they're temporary, right? Or just one region can have a project, maybe another one no. So that's why they use these, right? So you'll notice that there is some kind of hierarchy, right? So they're going to report vertically to their team leader or to their head, right? The team leaders here. But at the same time, they all also are going to report horizontally to their project manager. I have a friend right now who's a project manager, but it's an ad hoc arrangement, meaning it's only for a couple months. It's a short-term project. So yes, she has all these people that report to her, but at the same time, they're also going to report to their supervisor. So, and there's more. There's one that I don't have space for, but there's a networking. And networking, of course, you have the person in the middle, and then of course it's more like a circle, and they are networking. And a lot of times we use this with anything in IT, information technology. We have another one that's more team working, and of course it's, once again, it's like the circle, and you have somebody in the middle, and then you can reach out to these different teams, but everybody's working together. So these are probably the biggest ones that we have: the functional, divisional, the matrix, the networking one, and then the team working one, which look kind of similar, but just have a couple more branches. So yeah, what kind of company structure would you like? What kind of company would you like to work in? Do you feel more comfortable working in flat management, where there's more team working going on, or do you prefer this hierarchical because you know exactly who your boss is? Or do you work in a company that's divisional, it's according to the region, because maybe you have a very large corporation that works in different sectors? Or is it easier to work a functional company structure because of the clear function of each team leader or manager? Or maybe you want a combination of both, called the matrix. Why? Because of these short-term projects. So you can have these project managers looking over the horizontal team, but as well as reporting vertically. So that's today's video about the company structure. Have a great day.